policing the police every single day.
Next up is Andy from Charlotte County, and things always get exciting when Andy's around, so let me bring Andy in. How are you, Andy?
Oh, I wasn't ready. Sorry about that.
You were taking a nap over there, huh?
No. While you're doing that, I'm still fighting for freedom here. A friend of mine just posted a video that you said you were going to do, you know, where they were verbally trespassed, threatened with arrest for filming in a public office, in a public place, and then the county attorney says, no, it was all a lie, it's make-believe. You know, people in his chat room where he posted it, I already told you I'm shadow banned, so a friend of mine posted it. He's got 98,000 subscribers. So, like, people are saying this is absolutely deprivation of rights under color of law. Do you agree?
Absolutely, and I do have that video. So let's play that video.
Right.
But I also want to tell you that I was asked to go down to Hernando County and speak this morning. We got kind of a hanky-panky live stream situation going on between Citrus County and Hernando County, and separate different things that are being told to the citizens of both counties. So I went down there to speak this morning. And the reason I'm telling you this is when I got in their elevator to go up to the first floor to go to their Board of County Commissioners room, those very handwritten signs are taped all over their elevator doors as well. So hang on just a minute. I'm going to show that video.
All right.
Phone number 94174313330. Duration 49 seconds. Hi, Mr. Sheets. This is Jeanette Knowlton returning your call. Message says you were looking to appeal Sean Berry's case. I don't know what trespass you are talking about. Charlotte County government has not trespassed him recently. Punta Gorda, the tax collector, and I belive trespassed him through the Punta Gorda Police Department. Again, though, we have nothing to do with that, and any appeal of that would not be through our ordinance. If you want to, I'm in meetings all this afternoon, so if you want to send me an email, you can email me to countyattorney@charlottecountykfl.gov. Thank you. End of message.
Are we being trespassed? Okay, can I get that in writing, please?
You can get a trespass writing if you refuse to leave.
I'm not refusing to leave. Can I get a written trespass? If I don't leave, I'll be arrested.
If you don't leave, you'll be arrested, yes.
Okay. Now, can I get a written trespass in the poll number, please? Let's get report number.
I'm Tony Crowell, Security Manager, Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners. And ordering you to leave property at this time under trespass warning, rule number 8 violation of county code and county rule facility, and also county ordinance.
Okay, so we can't get records in.
Records is not in there right now.
Well, they can take my records for question. They can. Under Florida statute 119, they can. This officer can take my records as well.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you can do that, absolutely.
Okay. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm doing here, so.
Okay, so he's taking your records request here, and we're going to let you inside any of the offices.
Okay, and if we don't leave, will we be arrested, officer?
No, you'll be trespassed. And after that, then you'll be arrested.
Okay, so if we don't leave, officer, will we be trespassed under ordinance 810.09?
If you've been given notice of the trespass and you refuse to comply with that.
So we have been given notice then, right? Okay, so if we don't comply, we will be arrested.
You need to trespass under the state or the county ordinance.
I'm going to trespass under the county ordinance.
Okay.
Okay, so if we don't leave, we'll be arrested, right?
You can be, yes, sir.
Okay, can be, or will be.
I'm going to just read that.
So we can be arrested, officer, or we will be arrested.
So I haven't seen it. So to leave that post and give a notice and the county wants to investigate, then
So see, that still leaves a lot of, I want to know if we don't believe we'll be arrested. Maybe this man can clarify.
they will be arrested and prosecuted.
Okay, do you want us arrested if we don't leave?
If you do not leave, we'll be forced to have you arrested.
Okay, so from your mouth, we'll be arrested if we don't leave, right?
If you have been given notice and refuse to leave, then you will be charged with trespass.
Okay, that's
You
it.
need to see it under
And
that.
that was in this canvas, so you are, please leave.
Okay.
Yeah, we.
All right, so under threat of arrest, I'm leaving. Under threat of duress.
Would you like to do the reference?
Yes, I will. Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Any questions?
Yeah. When are y'all gonna quit doing this right here? This is our building here. You know. Well, you will because we will eventually get this dropped.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. That's
Okay.
all I have to say. It's been active for years and it hasn't made appellate court yet.
Yeah. Well, I know the sheets law right there. We're gonna turn that address.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
For freedom of speech, that is not for this.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Bethany.
Okay. How many times has this happened, Andy?
I already told you on the last interview, this has been illegally going on for years. I have lost track of how many trespasses I have got for legally filming in public buildings. I've literally been trespassed from everywhere. Luckily and unluckily, it only lasts for a year. But again, here's another thing that they're doing too. Like, let's say if you get trespassed in Punta Gorda, they don't even have an appeal process, which is completely illegal. I am banned from going to personally inspect records, which you know under Florida Sunshine Law is a big no-no, correct?
Right?
And I don't even get to go to public meetings. That's a massive no-no.
Are you kidding me? You can't even get into the public meetings?
And can you believe we still cannot find a lawyer for that? That's why we're almost ready to go pro se, like I did against a judge for what he did to me. Also, I didn't tell you this before we went live here. I just got a records request that I'm kind of shocked that I got. I wonder if the lawyer got it before I did, because I just got 60 megabytes of emails concerning these trespasses that you just saw, and a trespass that happened 2 weeks before that. I don't know if I told you, they were there 2 weeks ago at the DMV, and DMV is claiming that that there's a statute that you can't record audio, video, or pictures in the DMV because you might share the information online and steal their, you know, and I know they're not there for that. They're in the public areas, and so they're using a statute that's for the people that work there, but they're using it on regular people that come in. That's outrageous. They literally did get a paper trespass there, and the minute he's using the same lawyer I am, the minute they sent him a notice that we're going to appeal, and then we're going to go to kangaroo court, and then we're going to go to real court where we actually have rights, because as you know, in kangaroo court, you have no rights, which is unconstitutional, and they dropped the trespass.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been going on for years, and they've been getting away with it because, I don't know if I told you, I did have a lawyer. We did try to sue for the one on Punta Gorda, and that lawyer used to be really good for civil rights. He screwed it up. He filed something that did not have all the pillars to it. You know, you got to have, you know, if you're going to file something, you got to make sure it's legit, right? So the federal judge here in Fort Myers is hostile. She's a right-winger, which is good and bad. So anyways, she ripped him a new a-hole, and he ran, man. He's like, you better drop this now, or they're going to charge you for attorney fees. And so what happened is we dropped it without prejudice, so I can reopen it someday. But, you know, a lot of lawyers do not like to reopen another lawyer's case. But they're claiming that it's case law. It is not case law. It was never finished. And now you saw they're doing it by you. And like I was just telling you, we just got a bunch of emails where they are losing their mind just because we're filming them in the public areas. What have they got to hide that's so bad that they're willing to arrest you? Think of that.
Well, I always say, if there's nothing to hide, what you hiding?
That's correct. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. I do kind of understand it. They want to control the narrative. You know that's true locally, state, and federal. You know, federal. You know that now, and just because we're independent journalists, they can't control everything we say. So therefore, we have to crucify them. You know, and I know if the paper walks in there and films, they're going to let them. If the local TV walks in there and films, they're going to let them. But if we walk in there and film, where they don't control the narrative, wow, you're done. And like I said, we just got 60 megabytes of emails where they're losing their mind in the emails. They literally said in the email, oh my God, they literally put out an emergency alert. I'm dead serious. It says emergency alert. Andrew Sheets won his free speech lawsuit in Punta Gorda, and now all the auditors are coming back. Be on the lookout for cameras. Is that insane?
It is insane. It is absolutely insane. But even more so, didn't you just have a bunch of your stuff taken down from YouTube too? Let's talk about that.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up. So, are you the one that turned me on to that, or somebody else?
To what? Oh, no, yeah, because you sent me a link, and I said, no, your video's
yeah,
gone.
all right. So somebody turned me on to that. Somebody was in Naples. They did it in Collier County, Florida. They did it in Lee County. They used to be some kind of pharmacy rep, and they went into these two meetings where they were both getting CDC money for COVID, and they talked about how that the shot is a bioweapon, and apparently they were so good that they literally convinced two different county councils and or commissioners to not take the CDC money. So the first time I posted it, I said, they said it was a bioweapon. Oh my God, YouTube lost their mind, gave me a strike, and took it down. Then I reposted it again. I just said, somebody's talking about COVID and all the negative effects on society. I thought they was going to ride, and guess what happened? Every single channel got struck, and they took it down. We are not free. We're not even close.
Not even close. But I did send you a message, and I told you to move to Rumble. I have had no trouble with Rumble.
Yeah,
I don't even have YouTube anymore.
True. The reason why I'm still going with YouTube and Facebook, because that they do have more followers than Rumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would absolutely get that and agree with that, except that I can tell you that Facebook has taken us from 1,000 views to 50 views.
Wow. All right. I already told you I used to have 200 million views on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, 200,000 subscribers, and we have the documents, like I told you last time, that the government literally taught their people to strike anything down that they did not like, strike, the comments, videos, pictures, and then, if you get enough strikes, there goes your channel too. So that is what has happened to me. I'd say, just like I told you last time, I've been Alex Jones. I'm in shadow ban hell. It's so bad.
So how anybody else down there doing the same kind of thing you're doing and going through the trespass notices and?
Actually, yes. It sounds like, and that's fine if you're not up on all this. Did you ever research auditors on Facebook and YouTube?
I don't remember.
Okay, if you get bored,
I get so much stuff, Andy, it's crazy.
Yeah, if whoever's watching this, if they get bored, just Google YouTube, Facebook, auditors, and basically they're kind of like the new press, the new alternative press. And they basically go to places and they basically audit, the government to see if they're going to respect your rights or violate your rights.
Oh, I don't think I know anything about this. This is news to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. There literally is some channels that are, like I said, in the end, the auditor is an independent journalist. There literally is some channels where the people are, you know, have 200,000 subscribers. One guy's got 400,000 subscribers. And there's some people that are literally living off their YouTube channel, 10,000 plus a month. So I will admit this too, YouTube's getting so stupid with, you know, everything you can do, you can't do, that if you say a bad word, you might lose your monetization. It's way out of control. Way.
Mm-hmm. So what's on the horizon for Andy in Charlotte County Copwatch?
So this is what's on the horizon. I want everybody to say a prayer. I go to court again Friday. Like we talked about before, just because I sued them twice and won for free speech, they illegally put me in jail for 30 days for free speech on a sidewalk, and then they put me in jail again because they put a no contact order on me for a building, which is outrageous, which I meet none of the standards. So now I have, they're calling VOPs, violation of probation. I made a video about losing a case. They said that violates the no contact order. And then I was giving away my guns like they said. They took away my guns for free speech. And just because one gun was in the car and not in the house, I was at the house. They claimed that it was supposed to be in the trunk unloaded, which is a lie. That's bullshit. And so now for 7 months here, I've been going to court every single month, and we're trying to, you know, do not guilty. But it's been insane. Like I told you last time I was here, here's what else is happening since I talked to you last. I already told you I sued the judge. This is so bad, I sued the judge. Okay? Right. The judge did file, I don't know if you remember this, I told you this, he did file his motion to dismiss. Uh-huh. And he basically said, I'm going to translate it, but it's really close. I am God, and I can do whatever I want.
Seriously?
I am dead serious. And he also said, he literally did write this. Tell me if you hear bias in this. Just because you don't like the verdicts doesn't give you the right to file this frivolous lawsuit. He wrote that. Is
wow.
Did you hear any bias in there at all?
No.
Right? So I just finished up my my appeal to his dismissal. I go file that tomorrow morning. And then we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm going to be honest, you know, it's 50-50 if they keep it going or if they throw it out. But I think, you know, last time we talked, you know, and I know, if you're knowingly violating the Constitution, you lose immunity. Agree or disagree?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, actually, if you're knowingly violating your own statutes that
correct.
You claim to live under,
that's
you lose
correct.
Your immunity. Yes.
Yeah. So what they got me on was called disturbing the peace and messing with administrative duties. I've sent you the video. Did you see any of that in the video? None at all. Unbelievable. The counter protesters were the ones with the bullhorns. But again, you know, here's what's crazy. They weren't disturbing the peace either. They were legally counter-protesting, okay? Mm-hmm. So it's a mess. They hate me here because I've been doing this for 10 years. So that's what's next on the chart. Go tomorrow to file the federal appeal to dismissal. Friday, go to court again. We're not sure if we're going to have court or not. My lawyer might be in a murder trial case. Which I didn't know he was involved in that, but he is. But there's, you know, so much shit happening. And then I'm still fighting the fight online. I'm trying to still, you know, do what I can online. I've already told you that they've chilled my free speech on the sidewalk. The lawyer literally said, you got to stop protesting out in public because they will turn it into a crime again and violate me again.
That's insane. I do have to tell you though. We, and you and I have talked about this a little bit, the whole constitutional thing.
Right.
We have somebody, and I can't release any of that information here tonight, but we have somebody in addition to you
right.
who's going to court on Friday as well.
Wow.
And they are using only constitutional documents that our team has created for them and no attorney. So.
Interesting.
We will see how that pans out, and you know that I will keep you updated in a private conversation. because I think that the same opportunity may be available to you.
Are you going to film it?
Well, I am not going to be there, so I am not going to film it, but this person will be obtaining, at the very least, audio.
Yes,
So,
correct, yeah. Our court banned filming too. Guess why?
because they don't want to get caught.
Because I was there filming. We were literally showing how on Monday morning they would have a whole line of people that they busted for driving infractions, and they were literally in the hallway trying to make a deal, plea deals. It was disgusting.
Seriously?
I'm totally serious.
That is absolute craziness.
So they banned it years ago. By the way, I can ask to film in the courtroom, but I have to ask them first, and they already said in their paperwork, YouTubers are not press. Is that legal?
No.
It's not legal. Not at all. Not at all. You know and I know.
Who or what is press?
That's correct. Do they have the right to say who or what is press?
No.
No. And they're doing it. It's really, really bad.
No, not at all. So my company name, my corporation is Mellow Monkey Media. Does that make me press?
It does, literally. You are press. I've seen all your stuff. You are press. Absolutely. Did you make up your press pass yet?
I did. Well, I don't know where it's at. Let me find it for you here. It's around here somewhere. I do have a press pass. I do. I just don't know where it's at the moment. But
That's fine. And you don't need it, but it is nice to have. Especially when they, say to see it and then they still deny you. I used to have one too, but, through all this insanity of going to jail for 30 days for free speech, the wife had to clean up the house because we didn't know what the cops were going to do again. I mean, it was sad. Sad.
So did the cops show up at your house with an affidavit and a warrant?
The day that they came to get me, I was outside, so they didn't need it.
Oh.
So I was outside. What's that?
They needed a warrant to arrest you. Did they have that?
Yeah, they did have that.
But that has to be accompanied by an affidavit.
What? Yep, they had that. No, it was all legit. But again, like I said, if you look up no contact in Florida, you have to meet certain requirements. One is you have to, under the statute, you have to assault somebody. I didn't do that. Under another statute, you have to sexually assault somebody. I didn't do that. Under another statute, they only give like 4 statutes you can get a no contact. The other one's like if you're a major felon. Do I look like a major felon? No. So he just did whatever he wanted. Also, since I saw you too, I did file with the Judicial Qualifying Committee. Do you know who they are?
No. Go ahead and tell us.
Here's what's good and bad. The only people that supposedly can mess with the judge are other judges. I know, that's what I said, right? So it's like asking the mafia to investigate itself, right?
And that's the judicial what? Qualifying?
JQC, Judicial Qualifying Committee. So if you got a bad judge, you can call them, you can file a complaint, they can take it, they might do something, they might not. This is my second complaint of the judge because he's done so many bad things. And so they got the complaint. They said that, in their next meeting they'll look at it to see if it's worthy. I would say it's pretty worthy, since I sued the judge and we tried to recuse himself and he would not get off the case. Unbelievable. So I literally went to court a month ago looking at the guy that I'm suing for $30 million because he put me in jail for 30 days. And luckily we did a continuance that day, but what if we didn't? What would he have done? Put me on a cross like Jesus and stuck me in the side? Right? All
right, Andy, I so do enjoy having you around. I hope you keep me updated. Feel free to send me any of those Charlotte County Copwatch videos you got and pop back on and tell us what's going on. Here's what I have to say.
Right.
This is the thing I tell to everybody. When they talk about protests, whether they're a peaceful protest or whether they've got signs or whatever the case may be.
Right.
When there is a protest happening, it's typically a group of people that come together at a certain place at a certain time.
Correct.
And when the surroundings get tired of looking at them, they call the police, who come in and ask them to disperse.
Correct.
Or force them to disperse, whichever the case may be. And I don't know how many times I have told this to people. If dispersing means you walk around the block and come back,
Very
and
good.
it never,
That's correct.
ever stops.
Correct.
But I don't understand why people don't get that. The same thing applies to your filming in the courthouse,
Correct.
to whatever it may be. Somebody needs to, when Andy's done and Sabrina's got to show up, and then Andy's got to show up, and then Joe's got to show up, and it can never stop in order to make change.
Correct. Well, and I'll tell you, that's why that video you just saw, there is a lot of auditors here in Florida that literally say Punta Gorda, Florida is like Auschwitz, Germany, and that's why they keep coming back here, because it is completely out of control here. You just saw the video, blatantly lying. She knows what happened, and now she's blatantly lying, saying that we didn't trespass him. You know what? I got a friend of mine that is an ex-cop. He said the same thing. If the cop verbally says it like that, it's real deal. That is like a paper. When he verbally says that, if you do not leave, you will be arrested. Then I talked to a friend of mine that's an ex-state attorney, and he said the same thing. If you look up a trespass for Florida, if there is a verbal trespass and you do not leave, you can be arrested. It is just like paper, and now they're denying it's paper. It's disgusting.
Unbelievable.
It is.
Unbelievable. Andy, keep us up to date. So excited to have you here. I love it when you stop by. You always get everything stirred up. Dude.
That's right. Hey, can I make one more comment?
Please do. Tell everybody
okay.
where they can find you and follow you.
Correct. And then the one you just had on the school. Okay, I hope she's not watching. I hope she is watching. You know what my opinion is of the school. Not to be mean, she has no idea that I have the documents. Tell her to contact me. The cops are there for indoctrination and propaganda. This is exactly what Nazi Germany did. No ifs, ands, or buts. Tell her to go another state. All she's got to do is Google Drive. Literally, you can do Google Drive, and you will see not every state is like Florida. Not every state, almost no states have fences around their place with barbed wire fence, cops everywhere, dogs everywhere. What is happening here in Florida is just flat out, in my mind, scary as hell. I'm serious. You tell her to contact me, and I will send her the documents where the SOP is literally talking about indoctrination and propaganda.
All right, Andy, I will send her that information.
And yes, you did say where can they find me. So Charlotte County Copwatch on Facebook. They can also find me on YouTube if they type in Charlotte County Copwatch, or My Nightmare Neighbors. That's another YouTube channel.
My Nightmare Neighbors?
Yes. I do have some nightmare neighbors, so that's how that... I used to have the YouTube channel, Charlotte County Copwatch, but they took that down. My big channel that was at 75 million views, that was Live Free or Die People. That, gone. They took it down.
Wow.
It's very, very sad. So,
wow.
But yeah, definitely keep in touch. Like you said, we can help each other. I definitely want to hear what happens to your friend on Friday. And
we will talk about that, because depending on what happens, we may keep my friend anonymous, but
right.
We will go through the case on the show,
right.
So people know what happened.
All right, that's fair. Very, very good.
I'm not going to keeping the friend anonymous for any reason other than I don't want that county to get the opportunity to retaliate.
Right.
Either, you know.
Which they will, but that's also illegal. That's what the Florida slap suit is for. That is illegal. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, your timing is great. You got done before the streetlights came on and the wife stabbed me. So
I know you got your curfew to live with.
That's right. I have the wife curfew. That is correct. But she's actually right. I do this stuff. I wake up in the morning. I'm just like you. I wake up in the morning. I'm on the news.
You dream it, don't you?
Yeah. No comment. You know what? Before I went on probation, do you know what I found out really helps with the sleep?
What?
You ever heard of Delta 8?
No.
They get it from hemp, and it's the part of the marijuana that doesn't get you high. So since it comes from hemp, it's a relaxant. And oh my gosh, you do a tincture of that, and you're in la la land, man. It's beautiful. Hey, and God made it, so hey, right?
Hey, I'm with you on that.
There you go.
All right, Andy, until next time, I appreciate it.
All right, you have a good night.
Take care, my friend.
All right.
All right, everybody. So exciting to have